So here's the question I have. Um, who's the breakout of the year?
You have to say it differently too, because you can't just say WWE in total. You have to have WWE and NXT because there is a difference.
So it's WWE, NXT, and AEW.
AEW. I wish I could say Brody Lee, but because I think either he's injured or something, he's been off for too long. I can't say him for AEW. I say Hangman for AEW. Hangman, he's been in the title picture. He's gotten a lot of TV time. He's had a lot of great matches, and he's right there, man. Like you can tell, like in the next year, like well, you know what? With Randy being pregnant, Cody is gonna start taking some time off, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, so you think he'll take? He'll take that spot?
You need a big white meat baby face.
Well, is he gonna be baby face or gonna be heel? Because Dark Order is kind of a tweener group.
I think that's a good way to make it look like he's conflicted, and at the last second, he almost kind of like a Daniel Bryan Wyatt family thing, like where he's conflicted, but he ultimately chooses good, which makes him an even bigger babyface because he said no to evil. You put Hangman in that spot, I would say Hangman for this year for AEW. For WWE, it's Roman.
Roman. I don't think it's Roman.
I don't think
it's Roman. I think Roman is a superstar of the year, but I don't think it's Roman. I think it's Jey Uso.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, breakout.
It's Jey Uso for WWE. Nobody saw him as a main event guy.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, it's Jack.
If you go back in January, you're like, oh, Jey Uso's going to be a main event guy where he's going up against Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, Roman, and he's beaten 2 of the 3.
Yeah, I agree. On the women's side for WWE, I'm going to say Bayley.
Yeah, because Bayley came into her own. Bayley definitely became
a good year.
She definitely became her own in the Four Horsewomen. Like she is now her own woman, which I think
because that's the thing. For a while, it was Becky Lynch. Up until 2 years ago, Becky Lynch was that one. I even said on my old show, like Becky was the one that never got no love. Right. It was always Sasha and Bayley, Sasha and Charlotte, Charlotte and Bayley. Bayley's the hugger. Becky always got left behind, and then Becky became the biggest face.
Bayley was the only one that wasn't that didn't have a good solo run.
Mm-hmm. Yep, mainly because of Nia Jax injuring her ass.
Yeah,
she had the title the first time.
NXT wise, I'm gonna go with women. I'm gonna go with Shotzi Blackheart.
That's a good pick.
And if I had to pick men, it's either one of the two. It's either Dexter Lumis or it's Kyle O'Reilly. Because when you think Undisputed Era and you think the main title holder is of Undisputed Era, you think Adam Cole. You don't think Kyle. Kyle arguably has you can make an argument that Kyle's match against Finn Balor is the best NXT championship match ever. Think about it. We've never seen that hard of a match between two guys in the company for NXT.
I like their match. It was one of the few matches I actually watched this year. I like that match. I love Finn. I'm a huge Finn guy. I say that's a top 5. But I can't say that's the best ever. I still think
it's in the argument. It's in the argument for me.
Like, yeah, it's up there because for me it's Johnny versus Tommaso.
That's the best overall for the NXT Championship.
Best overall because you had all of that storyline going in there.
I would go Johnny versus Adam Cole in the three-man match.
I love both of them, but it was a little too spot heavy. Like it was a little too many kickouts. Like I like it, but I'm like it felt it was the most indie match that they had ever had.
Sure.
But that was also to its detriment to me because like even me as a guy that I love flips and dives.
Mm-hmm.
It still felt a little too like okay, you're doing a Canadian destroyer off the top rope. He should not be kicking out of that. Like, it got a little too spot heavy for me. That's what got me. I'm like, okay, that should have ended it. It got that's the thing it did to me. It was a great match, but it went a little too spot heavy. I'm a sucker for Tommaso and Johnny. I think had it not been for the second injury that happened over time, that would possibly be the greatest feud I've ever seen.
Okay.
Long-term booking feud wise.
Match of the year. I'm gonna say AW wise, match of the year is Orange versus Jericho, number 3. Because everyone thought Jericho was going to win that series. And the fact that Orange won 2 straight was something I could pick. There are many matches to pick from. Like, I could say Kenny versus Hangman, or Kenny and Hangman versus the Young Bucks. But
I gotta say, my AEW one might be the Blood and Guts match.
That never happened?
Well, that's the Lights Out. No,
you mean the match between Cody and Brody Lee?
Okay. That was a good match. And that's the thing, that the thing I love about Cody is Cody can be a great white meat babyface, but he can also
switch the heel like that.
Not just that, he can switch just like his dad. He can switch to be a 70s era territorial NWA wrestler. And that's what that match was. Like, I'm watching, I'm like, this is a wrestling match right here. Like, this ain't sports entertainment. And I don't get that often. If it's not that one, I'd have to say Mox versus Omega. That will probably be it, because I did not think Kenny was gonna win. What's up, Blah?
NXT wise, I was saying before we finish and we bring a lot to the conversation.
And do me a favor, send me this one. I'll put this up on my channel since.
For sure. I'm gonna end recording in a second. NXT wise, I would say the best match of the year is Keith Lee versus Dominik Dijakovic, NXT Portland.
That's mine for NXT.
That match was amazing. That match was best.
The Royal Rumble, men's Royal Rumble.
Ooh, good one. You know, I didn't pick that one because I hate Brock in that match. It felt really? Unfair. It felt like you were there watching it with me. It felt unfair to watch Brock just run through everybody.
Actually, the thing is, I'm the reverse. I'm a Brock guy. I've always been a Brock guy. I'm a Brock guy, but I do agree, like, from like 15 to like 18, he never should have had that title, because he was an attraction on his own. He didn't need the title. You don't always have to put the title on somebody.
Kind of the same you're doing with The Fiend. The Fiend doesn't need the title. The Fiend does not need the title in order to be The Fiend. Even on Raw, you don't have to have the title to be The Fiend.
Seeing Brock literally run through everybody, just tossing them out of the ring, was nothing I had ever seen. The last time I seen something like that, I think it was like 2001 with Kane.
And it was a good Royal Rumble just because of the fact that you had the return of Edge, you had Keith Lee come in there and wreck shop, you had
MVP. You know, you had a good. It was good for you. Had the good amount of returns. You had the surprising exits. It was a point where there were about 4 to 5 people where you were like, okay, one of them can win.
Yeah.
Like I've said this. I don't know if I've said it on here, but I said on my old show. It was 2018. All of us were at Bailey's in Dearborn, and we put in a parlay. My departed friend Steve, he came up and put in a parlay for for somebody to win for the Rumble. So everybody put in $1 to $5 in the pot. You picked one number out of 30. That was your number. I picked number 17. That was Shinsuke Nakamura. So the second he came out, we did this before they even started the Rumble. So I had number 17. When Shin's music hit, I'm running around the restaurant because I'm like, my God. And then he gets closer and closer and closer. He's in the final 6, then the final 4. Then, oh shit, it's just him versus Roman. And then when he won, I won like, I think I won like $80. But it's always the point where you have to have at least 4 to 5 people where you can conceive like, okay, he could win or he could win. This year, it was a good amount
It
of
was
people
a good
like
toss-up. Like half the
maybe
roster could have won.
Keith Lee did great last year in Survivor Series. They're making him look good here. Maybe they give it to him. Maybe they give it to Edge. Oh my God. Maybe they give it to Brock. Maybe they give it. It went. It had that much, so it just gave me it was that Royal Rumble feeling that I want to have.
So wait, hold on. Is the Keith Lee Diamond Dijakovic match from Portland your NXT match of the year?
Yeah.
Okay. My WWE match of the year is the match I think is the best WWE match of the year from a story perspective. Roman versus Jay in a Hell in a Cell. First off, Hell in a Cell in of its own is a match on its own. Then you put the I Quit part in there. And then you're like, oh, we're going to put this family storyline in here where we know Jay should not win. But the fact that they had Jay survive all that, the storytelling by Roman's acting in that match was the best I have ever seen Roman.
From 2015 to around early 2019, I was complete anti-Roman. He's not that good in the ring. It's annoying that he still has the whole Shield gimmick, and I mean the whole gimmick, the vest, the theme music. For a while, he still had the entrance. He's being pushed way too far, way too fast. He doesn't have that much charisma. I'm tired of this. And they finally said, okay, we never turned Cena heel when everybody wanted us to turn him heel. Let's finally turn him heel and let him actually show personality. Because that Roman Reigns in 2016, 2017, 2018, that's not Joe Anawali. This is Joe. This is the slow-talking, methodical, personable person that he is. This is the best Roman we've ever seen. My favorite version of Roman. And he is must-see TV for SmackDown. He is the draw for SmackDown.
He's the draw for WWE. Like, and the fact that they were like, yeah, we have Braun Strowman, we have AJ Styles, we have Kevin Owens, we have The Fiend, we have Drew McIntyre, we have Bobby Lashley, we have let's Karrion Kross from NXT, we have Keith Lee. We're not gonna put you against any of them. We're gonna put you in another match against Jay fucking Uso, not Jimmy, Jay.
And that's what I love too, because you can tell he was like, no, I want to give him the rub. Like, he's gotten to that point where he can dictate who he wants to face. And the fact that he put it with his family, I actually respect. But nepotism aside, I respect that because Jay needed that.
The part that makes it so that match so good to me is that after that match, I legitimately am of the mind state that Jay needs to be moved off SmackDown altogether. Put him on NXT. Hell, put him over in NXT UK. He needs a title run. He needs a solo title run by himself, away from Jimmy, away from Roman, where it's just him. Because him as a character, when he, like, it's that light switch he has. The second he switches it, he becomes a threat to anybody. No one, if you had told me at the beginning of the year, yeah, we're gonna put Jimmy, we're gonna put Jimmy on the sidelines, we're gonna make Roman a heel, and we're gonna put Jay in a singles match against AJ Styles in arguably a number one contenders match. After Jay just went through this rough and rugged match against his cousin, we're gonna do that, and Jay wins. No one would have believed you. To the point that we're now, the Rumble is in about 6 weeks. Jay is a contender for the Rumble.
And I'm gonna call this. I know somebody on the regular show. I'm gonna call my shot. Jay makes it to the final 8.
I wouldn't be surprised. And the way you did Charlotte back in the Royal Rumble last year, where you had to go to NXT, you can do the exact same thing with Jay or anybody else. You can put them right in NXT and have them win the title there. Because Karrion's not going to win it from Finn anytime soon.
No. They need to start going on some long title reigns. Like, somebody needs to have a long reign and defend it They need to do that Cena in 2009, Cena 2010 thing. I need somebody to hold on to it for 6 to 8, 9 months, have a good 3 to 4 good feuds, hold on to the title to give it legitimacy to the title again, and give you some legitimacy because they never should have took it off of Drew this early. But I'm sorry. But La, are you there?
Yep, I'm getting ready to stop right